2.
All right, folks. Fighting game show.
Yeah.
About to get into one of my favorite games of all time.
Not really. But anyway, we'll keep going.
We know what it is.
Okay,
We'll
one of my favorite fighting game franchises
Been waiting
of
for
all
this for a while.
time.
We're waiting for this for a while.
But, now they came out with another version of it.
It's finally out.
And frankly, I think this is pretty freaking awesome.
Broken.
But I think
I'm okay with that though.
I think this is the type of game that was meant to be broken because you can do some outlandish shit.
Yeah.
So for those that don't understand what I'm talking about, we're talking about Street Fighter Omega.
Yeah, Street Fighter 4 Omega.
It's
finally out.
Yes,
We've been playing with it for a while. We probably got some. We should have them up right now. Some videos of Omega going through all the changes and everything like that, and it's pretty fucking awesome.
And trust me, it is bananas of all the crazy stuff you can do in this
All
game.
the added stuff they added to like each of the characters and stuff like that.
Well, most of the characters, like some of the characters, didn't change though, like that much. Like Ryu,
which was kind of shocking because I definitely would have thought that out of some of the characters, I definitely thought that Ryu would have at least had something different. The only thing I could tell from him, it seemed like his fireballs went off quicker.
It seems like he's just a faster character in general. I feel like he's just a faster character in general. Like, and that might, I'm not a Ryu player, so that might allow you to do bigger combos.
Yeah.
More explosive shit. I don't know. Y'all let me know. Y'all play Ryu more than I do.
He didn't really feel too different in Omega.
Yeah, he really didn't.
He felt the same. Like Ken has some stuff to bring to our.
Ken has some stuff, boy. The crazy kicks are back.
I don't care. Ken's kicking fireballs, folks. Hey.
Yeah,
that's some next level shit.
And you know what I've been playing online a little bit. You know I've been catching people with, because I've been spamming fireballs with the kicks. I mean, well, it's hard to spam from mid range because people can jump in on you, whatever the case is. Like any fireball character, people can do that too.
Right.
But what people don't think about is Ken has fireballs like Goken now.
Oh yeah.
So
like different directions.
So
the
the whole match I'll be shooting straight like fireballs, right? And then I'll fuck them up and like hit like a fireball to the air, and they'll be trying to jump in on me with the fireball and jump right into a fireball. It's crazy.
Right, just like surprise.
Oh yeah.
Makes me want to play with Goken, to tell you the truth, a lot more.
Goken actually was pretty cool. I was actually surprised at what's her name? Makoto.
Makoto.
She was really good.
Yeah, Makoto. She did have some new stuff. She was a lot quicker.
Yeah.
She is a lot quicker.
Yeah.
And her moves hit hard still,
but quick and hard.
But the fact that she's quicker though,
with her speed,
that bodes well.
She always seemed like the I'm gonna go to Virtua Fighter now. You might not be able to follow me, but Akira.
Yeah.
From Virtua Fighter, he's like the epitome of slow-moving, hard-hitting characters.
Oh yeah.
And Makoto always struck me like that type of archetype.
Yeah, she's a power character.
Yeah.
She does like traditional power karate. Like that's what she does.
Karate.
Yeah,
karate.
Yeah, karate. There we go.
Dudley had nothing for us.
I didn't.
Which I was actually shocked because I definitely would have thought.
But Dudley's amazing as it is.
Yeah,
so
I mean Dudley's dope.
mad.
But I still would have thought that he would have had something.
Yeah, my top two characters are Ken with his crazy kicks, which is it's like a special in itself.
Yeah.
It's like an ultra in itself, to tell you.
Well, he also has his one move as a special now too, or as an EX.
Yeah, that's the crazy kicks.
Yeah.
That's from the crazy kicks. That's the EX version of the crazy kicks.
Yeah.
And also friggin' that Bison though.
That Bison though.
What?
That Bison though, he does Bison can now. He always, if you hold down and up, he would always jump on your head. But now he teleports to your head and just kind of he's back to being Bison from Street Fighter 2. Impossible to beat.
Sounds about right.
And that Psycho Rush now. It hits you, doesn't go through you. Now it hits you, and he
charges you up with energy, just stands there,
and then he stands there and it's like Ranger Demon for what you call it. It's basically like Ranger Demon.
Basically a Seth's move when he does the snap kick.
Yeah, and
you're like I'm still getting hit by kicks and I only got kicked like once.
Yeah, so if you're I might become I've always been interested in playing with Bison.
Oh yeah.
Because he's not he's kind of like Guile a little bit. in a funny kind of way.
Oh yeah.
But faster and like more moves and stuff like it. So I've always been interested in playing with him. But I might go back and give actual Street Fighter 4 Bison a try.
Bison.
You know what I mean?
Go Crusher.
Off topic, just a tad bit. Do you think Bison will be in Street Fighter 5?
You know what? That's a very good question.
I
would have.
All depends on where they're doing the story.
It even did. I kind of feel like it would be weird not to have him in it. Just like it would be weird to not have Ken or Ryu in it. You know what I'm saying?
Well, they tried to do that with Street Fighter 3. Before the first iteration of Street Fighter 3, they tried to do that, bring in like a Sean in as like the Ryu and Ken.
Yeah.
And all these different characters like Alex and stuff. So they tried to do that, and people were like, where the fuck's Ryu and Ken?
Yeah.
And they brought Ryu and Ken, and they were like, wait, you're forgetting Akuma too, and then they brought in Akuma. But everybody else was basically I think they brought in Chun-Li as well.
Yeah.
And
I'm sorry, you can't not have the first lady of Street Fighter.
No, they wanted to have that character, so that's why from then on they've kept those same characters, which is
they just need some characters that are more popular that also show though.
Yeah.
Basically, so you can pass the torch.
You got they tried to do that with Sakura in Street Fighter.
But yes, Sakura's a lady though.
Yeah.
You don't have, and Sean really is not. Sean's a Shoto-ish.
Yeah, he plays more.
There was nobody who could replace Ken and Ryu.
Well, he plays more like Dan because he was more of a joke character.
Yeah, so there's nobody who there's never been like actually a replacement for Ken, Ryu, or Chun-Li.
No, I don't think really they're. I think when it comes to fighters that have been around for a long time, we just need new fighters then. If that's the case, if you want new characters. I mean, because people are already getting upset about the new Tekken game coming out.
Yeah.
With the Saudi Arabian fighter and what's her name? Lucky Chloe.
Lucky Chloe, yeah.
Who everybody's like.
Yep, the face of evil.
Yeah,
the face of evil.
I mean, like, come on, dude. It's a game that they're trying to bring new characters,
life into,
fresh stuff. I mean, they're trying to have new characters. I mean, even if it means that they still have their old characters and stuff like that, but you have new characters that you
new characters, new story, new stuff.
Hell, you might even get lucky. I mean, they're already saying for Tekken, this is going to be the last Tekken of the
Mishima Bloodline.
Yeah, so that's going to be like a big thing. The next Tekken will probably be all new characters or mostly new characters. With Street Fighter, they tried to do that with Street Fighter 3, like I said, and since then it's just been the same characters. I mean, they did a lot of crossover games.
With Street Fighter 4 and Street Fighter Omega being the culmination of, I think Street Fighter 4 is the combination of all Street Fighter games thus far, excluding Marvel vs. Capcom.
Yeah.
Because I think like Street Fighter 4 Vanilla was the retelling of the first two stories.
Yeah.
Street Fighter 4 Arcade was all the alphas.
Yeah.
Excluding Charlie. Okay. Then Street Fighter 4 Omega is like all the super moves are like Street Fighter alpha moves for the most part.
They're alpha-ish with a little bit of spin into
Capcom,
into
Marvel,
a lot of the crossover games.
Yeah.
The Marvel crossover game or the Capcom crossover games.
Yeah. So as much as I hate Capcom for keeping the same game out for years and years and years, at least maybe now they're moving on to another story.
Yeah, well, yeah. Street Fighter 4 felt like it felt like
Reboot.
2 and bits and pieces of 3 mixed in. Arcade edition, same thing with a little bit of alpha mixed in, but not as. Alpha was a lot crazier with some of the stuff that you could pull off, some of the combos you could pull off.
Yeah.
Then they brought. Then Omega just feels
fun.
Different.
Yeah.
It feels different.
It feels like what they want to evolve it into.
Yeah, it's something that's just like pencil head retarded fun.
Yeah, but with balance. I would suppose. Because for a game that's unbalanced, it's surprisingly balanced.
Oh yeah.
Like okay. No, the game is stupid. Like there's some infinites I found. There's some like Ibuki.
Yeah.
She's like one of my favorite characters right now because like some of her regular moves like hit you higher in the air where you can continue combos and stuff like that. You can do a specials like she has this one move where she throws these knives at you and then she like does again and like swipes you two times. You know what I mean? And speaking of people that weren't even on the map of people that I wanted to play with, DJ.
Yeah, I was like, you did play with DJ. You did play with DJ. And you
DJ finally got
stuck to
justice.
him.
Yeah, DJ surprised me with
DJ finally got just. DJ is a applicable character now. At this point, he's really good.
Yeah,
he's really good.
Hey, I don't give a damn. You already know who I'm rocking with.
Blanca.
When we get back on it.
Blanca.
No.
Who was very good.
No, that was you.
He's actually gonna play it again. I thought he was playing. It
You know what? Sakura, man.
Sakura. Oh yeah, Sakura.
Hey. I don't know what they did. I don't know what they did to her, but damn.
Yeah, what did they change?
Her
damn near everything.
her specials are a lot more powerful. She has one of her EX moves is a full combo now. Which is just ridiculous.
And trust me, that shit is.
How do we feel about auto? How do we feel about super? Well, yeah, the super auto combos in Street Fighter. Once again.
Well, it's something they really
because it's like because you can do a 6 combo hit into like her super combo.
Yeah.
It's not even super combo. It's an EX combo.
Yeah, EX combo. Well, I think that's actually really good.
I like it.
I missed that. You know?
Yeah.
And that's one thing I thought was really cool about the King of Fighters series.
Yeah.
How they always had like the combo, and you just go into like this crazy super combo.
Like I got it off. It hit.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, it does take skill to get it off and make it hit. But once it does, it's so. I would say it's about Street Fighter Omega. It is so satisfying.
Very much so.
To play. It's like when you get a combo off, it's so satisfying. I mean, like, ugh. Anyways, I mean, but there's no hard knockdowns in the game, so you can tap and get up real quick. Vis-a-vis Marvel vs. Capcom. So the mix-up game, you got to be quick if you're trying to get that mix-up game in. I mean, there really should be no mix-up game, but you can kind of get it in.
Yeah.
Where does Omega fit in the Street Fighter pen? Like, is this something we can expect to keep going? I mean, like with Street Fighter 5, we're gonna have an Omega edition. Are we gonna be playing Omega?
I'm pretty sure knowing Capcom's track record, we're gonna have like 4 or 5 different iterations of Street Fighter 5.
That's another thing. Okay, so that's another thing I want to talk about. Of course, Street Fighter 5 is not coming to Xbox One as pre-announced at the PlayStation event that happened late in 2014.
Right.
Now, when it came on stage, like, because I went back and watched it recently, because I was trying to watch the Naughty Dog stuff, and I didn't really watch the announcement because it hurt too much. And when I watched it, now when the Rise of the Tomb Raider was announced, Microsoft came out and said, "Hey, we have a Xbox exclusive. We have an Xbox." Their wording was like, "We have an Xbox release exclusive." Like when Sony like has exclusive, they're like, "Oh, we have it's exclusive to Sony. It will be releasing on Sony first, or releasing on Sony. It will be releasing only on Sony." You know what I mean? When Street Fighter people came out, they was like, Sony PlayStation is the only system you will ever see Street Fighter 5 on.
Right.
That's what they said. That was their words. So, does that mean that Street Fighter 5 Arcade Edition won't be on it? Or is that just Street Fighter 5? And, like, I don't know. Like, I used to be like exclusive was exclusive. But now exclusive, like, there's timed exclusives. There's like, all these other exclusives and stuff like that.
Doing that whole, like, timed exclusive.
Yeah, so, like, so is Street Fighter 5 Vanilla the only going to be on PlayStation? Or can I get Street Fighter 5 Omega Super Duper piss poor? I don't know. Like, way down the line. On another system.
That I'm actually kind of curious of myself.
It's unclear.
It just the way that Capcom and Sony are making it seem is that they're going to have,
because their wording is totally different on this.
Yeah, it's like they're like, this is it. Like,
this is it.
Since Microsoft has KI, we're gonna have Street Fighter.
Right.
That's what they're making it seem like. But Capcom's still its own independent company outside of.
I think there are a lot of PlayStation people that are salty about the whole Killer Instinct thing. I mean, not as much as I think the Street Fighter, because it's Street Fighter is a little bit more so of the saltness. You know what I mean? Like, goddamn, that's a power play. You know.
Yeah.
Well, the thing is, like I said, Capcom is still its own independent company. It's
for now.
Still its own independent entity. And I
for now.
I won't say for now. some of the moves they've been pulling out, I think they might actually be around for a little bit.
Yeah, if they keep making Street Fighters, the sky's the limit.
Oh yeah.
With Rare, they're owned by Microsoft, so
Exactly.
it's like guys.
Exactly.
I mean, that's
This is what it is.
I mean, you can't get too upset about that just because. I mean, I'm actually surprised they even made a Killer Instinct game, and I'm surprised at how well it actually transferred to this millennium
and it's being released on PC, so it can be actually played by more people to have a bigger tournament presence. So I'm happy about that as well.
Yeah, I mean that in itself is going to be is awesome. But like
that story is yet to be finished.
Yeah, it's still since it's still owned by Microsoft, you're not going to see it on really anything else but PC and the system. Where Street Fighter, I can't say for sure that's going to be just for Sony. And they could have it could be timed exclusive, it could be whatever, but they're saying right now only on Sony.
Okay, and this is my last thing before we get into our last thoughts about Omega. Like when we hear exclusive, like there's been an interview recently, like everybody's mad about the whole Rise of the Tomb Raider being an Xbox exclusive, but the people over at Square are saying like, man, hey, if Xbox wouldn't have came in and gave money to help that game get finished, like that game was in trouble.
Right.
Like that game might not have got made if Xbox didn't come in and say, hey, here is the money to give you to finish the game for exclusive rights. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I think that if you go into more situations, if you look underneath the business, the money, like I think Killer Instinct is a game that I don't think a lot of companies would have took a chance on, seeing that its relevancy is not really that. That's like making a Crash Bandicoot game. It's probably not going to happen.
I wouldn't say it of the relevance part. I would just say like people
wanted it.
The original Killer Instinct is a game of the 90s. And
yeah.
I mean, everything about it just screams 90s. Even they have a lot of callbacks to it in the new Killer Instinct.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But still, they still have it where they've transferred it over to the new millennium, and it feels
like
great.
It feels new.
Oh, yeah.
It feels new.
I mean,
very new.
It feels new because like everything, the mechanics of the game, albeit they're still similar,
but they're how they should have worked.
Totally different.
They're how the mechanics of Killer Instinct is how the game would have been if the game would have worked the way they wanted to back then. But we got better equipment, better technologies, better fighting game experience in general, as the developers have to make games. And then you got Out of Galaxy doing it's crazy. But yeah, I feel like is Street Fighter V in that boat? To where maybe Street Fighter V was in trouble and wouldn't have got built if Sony didn't come in and be like, hey, Street Fighter guys, we love you guys. Xbox has already got their KI. We want to have a game like this, and you know what? We'll give you the money you need to help you, because Capcom has been in trouble financially speaking. Yeah. Recently, we've talked about it on the show. You know what I mean? On the fighting game show, we talked about how Capcom let down his guard. It's basically subtly like on the slide saying, "Hey, somebody, please buy us, us, please." You know what I mean? And it's a Japan company. Sony's a Japan company. Maybe they came in and they wanted to make Street Fighter V, and they was like, "Hey, we want to put it out, but it's gonna take money that we don't have right now, resources that we don't have." And Capcom and maybe Sony came in and said, "You know what? We're gonna help you out, but we need you to do this. Are you down?"
I still can't see a company like maybe the.
I mean, Sony's not in as great shape either, by the way.
Maybe them, because they're both like Japanese companies.
Maybe
stuff like that. I can see them kind of like maybe working together, but Japanese companies have this like, from what I've seen, and people can agree or disagree, whatever. There's like this pride about their company.
Yeah.
That they're not willing to just roll over and just
give up the ghost.
I'm gonna sell myself out to like American company be like, you want to buy us out?
Here we go.
Money?
Yes.
Let's do it.
Thank you.
Please come again.
Yes, please come again. Thank you very much.
A lot of Japanese companies are more like, well, what are we actually getting out of this? What are the benefits of us joining you? What are the benefits of us possibly losing what we were to be a part of you? I mean, or joining you guys. I mean, it's more than just, well, you guys are in trouble, so we'll buy you out. We'll bail you out. really, I don't see really too much of that happening in a lot of the Japanese market too much.
This is what I'm saying though. Like it, was Street Fighter 4 did well. the lifetime of Street Fighter 4, it's done financially well.
Yeah.
I'm astonished to see that Marvel vs. Capcom didn't do as well as Street Fighter 4, and Street Fighter vs. Tekken did less than that. But the Street Fighter, even outside of the venue of selling games, I mean the culture that's around fighting games, Street Fighter has done well to bring back the scene, basically.
Yeah.
So, do we think that, and it wouldn't be much of a bailout. I mean, at the end of the day, money's gonna help you get the game out quicker. You want the game to be out quicker because it's been 6-7 years since you put out a numbered title in the series.
Oh yeah,
True.
So is it possible that Sony made the deal to help Capcom get back on their feet? Not to get back on their feet, but to get the game out.
To get the game out.
Or do you think Capcom is really just trying to fuck Microsoft? I doubt to think that is what it is though.
Yeah, I think they're just doing it just to go ahead and get the legs.
Because it's
back
pretty
on
spiteful.
Get the legs back on the Street Fighter. You know what I mean?
I really just don't think that Capcom wants to sell themselves to a company. I mean, it's really going to be difficult to be like, hey, we want to buy you. Are you willing to buy us? And Capcom being like, okay.
Yeah.
I just the pride of their company is just something that they're going to stick to. I mean, I'll put it to you like this: Sega is like floundering. It is like a shadow of the company it used to be in gaming.
Dreamcast 2 coming out next year.
I'll put it like this: when I see that Nintendo is putting out Sonic games, that's kind of a sign that we're on life support right now.
I mean, we won't find out what the actual deal was until after the game's out.
Oh yeah.
But I'm very interested to see what was the deal, the backroom deal that was made for the exclusivity of the title. How long is the title going to be exclusive? Is it truly only going to be out on Sony PlayStation? I mean, it's very interesting. Omega broken.
Very.
Hey, but good though.
But good, broken good. We're gonna be doing Omega tournament. Fuck Street Fighter 4.
Pretty much. It's all about Omega snitches.
We're gonna do Omega.
I'm still.
No, I still love Ultra.
Well, no. Me, I'm. These guys are like, yeah, fuck it, let's do it. Me, I'm a little leery.
Hey.
Just to the fact that just because the game is unbalanced and broken, it's gonna cause a lot of butt hurt for some people.
But it's gonna be so much fun.
But you gotta admit though, all the different things you can do in this game, all the different moves you have to your disposal, that's gonna make for some good tournament play.
Yeah, I mean it's gonna make for some good play. I mean, like we know that the game's broken. We understand that. We understand that you have your qualms about it, but we're still gonna have a tournament, and we know it's not a tournament ready game. And the month after January we'll get back to Ultra. But until then, you heard it here first. We're going to have a Street Fighter Omega be one of the games present at the tournament. If you don't like it, don't show up this time. Show up, just maybe not this time.
Yeah, maybe not this time.
Or maybe just show up and just look.
Yeah.
Just check it out.
All right, how can I forget about Guile?
Oh yeah, I forget.
One of the big mains, man. Guile received one of the biggest upgrades to life. He got the Charlie. He's throwing sonic booms with one hand and shit now.
Like that's Charlie.
He's got an auto combo too.
And now that I think about it, that could have been the Capcom's way of saying we're bringing
that could have been that could have been the early nod of Street Fighter 5.
Yep, we're bringing Charlie back.
Let's not even
good point.
Let's not even talk about the rebirth that we saw on Charlie's forehead. Let's not even go into that on Street Fighter 5 because that's a whole other thing. But yeah, Street Fighter Omega, it's out. Go play it right now. It's not ranked matches, but you can play it online. Like you said, Street Fighter 4 will be coming to the PS4 pretty soon too. So the Street Fighter 4 legacy will live on in next gen for however long that happens. Fighting game show. It's Red K, Lone Wolf, Tony P.
Yo.
We out.
Yo.